Hello and welcome to Pursuit of Perfect System. In this video, I'm just going to speak about and address and explain the reasons why I make the recorded demonstration videos, the song demonstration videos as part of the reviews and stuff that obviously we're doing in this channel. And I'm asked it all the time, you know, people query it, ask why, what's it all about. So I thought in this video I'll explain the motivations, the reasons for it, the way I see it going long term and the benefits obviously to the viewers and how I think it can be useful and helpful. So stick around and all will become clear. I thought I'd start by explaining what I actually do. I have a microphone rig which I set up at ear height at the listening position, the main listening chair in our listening room, our acoustically treated listening room. The balanced connection feeds to a professional quality recorder. That captures stereo music at CD quality. Now YouTube itself actually accepts CD quality, so there's minimal loss between YouTube and the actual recording. Because the acoustics in this room are so good and there's minimal room echo added to the sound, I mean minimal room echo to the sound. That recording you are hearing is the system. It's not the room, it's the system. So that's really important for the validity of the recorded demonstrations. You are hearing the system as best I possibly can. But the actual video aspect of things, you know, I cut the video together, you know, I film all different bits. I have to video and sound record separately. The microphone rig is big and it goes in the same place as the camera tripod. I can't have both, it's one or the other. So I'll do the sound recordings generally first, then I'll do lots of videoing, little clips, different angles to try and show off the equipment, show off the speakers, you know, give you some indication of what it's like being in the room, some indication of what it'd be like sitting in the chair. But if the video camera just stayed still, it'd be really boring, especially in a pitch black room. So I'm trying to be a little bit artistic and creative with how I put the videos together, just to make it a little bit more entertaining and fun to watch. But really, those videos are all about the sound quality. That's what I really do them for. I want people shut their eyes if they want and just listen to the sound quality from the recordings. And the other thing to point out is that sound is completely unedited. There's no trickery, I don't do anything to it. All I do is get the volume correct and try and match up the volume with the introduction, the speaking volume. That is all I do, is get the volume set right and the rest is just left alone. So again, it's not about trying to falsify anything, it's actually trying to give you as authentic and real sound as possible. It's really important, I think. But why do I do it and what can you, the viewer, get out of it? Well, let's start by pointing out what is music that we listen to. Music that we listen to is a recording of the real thing. However, in those recordings, you can clearly hear the difference between Bob Marley and Frank Sinatra. You can clearly hear the difference between Adele and Tracy Chapman. You can clearly hear the difference between a drum and a trumpet and a saxophone and a piano. You can clearly hear the differences between all of those. And if your system's good and the recording's good, you can clearly hear the difference between a studio recording, a live recording, an acoustic recording, a concert recording. You hear the difference between all of those, and yet they're all just recordings of the real thing. So when you think about it, I'm recording the sound from a hi-fi system. Why is that any different? Is that any different to the music that you're listening to at the moment? It's not. It's the same, isn't it? It's exactly the same. So now I've had comments from people, or are you getting the sound via their phone's speaker or maybe from their TV speakers? And all I will say to people that are doing that is, you know, would you listen to hi-fi based music like that, or would you critically listen to music like that? Now, I'm sure from your phone speaker or your TV speakers, you can still tell the difference between Adele and Tracy Chapman, Bob Marley and Frank Sinatra. But would you be able to tell the difference between where they've recorded it, or what type of venue they've used, or maybe what type of instrument? If you really are kind of that way inclined, you probably wouldn't. And yet exact same recording played back through a really good hi-fi system would give you a completely different picture of that real event. So what I'm getting at there is maybe give the videos and the sound quality that's in those videos a little bit more credit and a little bit more time and a little bit more attention. Do the same as you do with your music. listen to them on something that's going to actually do them justice. Now, I'm not expecting everybody to have, you know, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of sound system. I don't think you need to. A decent set of headphones plugged into a decent modern smartphone is good enough. The sound quality from that obviously is a world away from using just your phone speaker. But that doesn't explain why I make the videos. We all read reviews. A lot of people will line up demo equipment based on reviews. A lot of people make purchases based on those reviews. And what actually is a review? You're reading someone's opinion in written form of how something sounds, and yet we'll form an opinion that's either strong enough or not strong enough to buy a product or to book a demo. So with the song demonstration videos, I'm just trying to take that one step further. I think actually hearing the product, even via another medium such as a recording, playback obviously through YouTube, through a different medium, is actually more powerful and more informative than just a written word alone. And I think the song recorded demonstrations en masse compared with the reviews that we're creating is a very useful tool and helpful tool for people, again, to make purchases from and line up demonstrations. I think combining the two is an edge, you know, is that one stage further than just reading someone's written words. Obviously it requires, you know, the viewer, the watcher, to get on board with the idea and actually give it a chance. I feel like the more of the song demonstration videos that you watch, the more familiar you're going to be of the sound of systems within our room, and the sound of the systems within our room played back via your medium. So if you watch the videos always on your phone, always with a good set of headphones, you're going to become very familiar with that sound. So when there are changes made, or when you compare one video to another video to compare the different products, you should be able to hear the differences in those recordings the same as you would as if you was testing kit at home or close to. And I'm not saying that this will replace someone going to a dealership and having a demo, far from it. It's just to try and be more useful to people. So really we are just hoping that the song recorded demonstrations with our reviews are helping people to make the right buying decision. Also, we are talking hi-fi here. Hi-fi is really about the music, isn't it? And you're enjoying the music. So adding in videos, adding music in between the reviews and in between the videos we're making is about just, you know, enjoyment factor. Hopefully you enjoy listening to the music, and it's, you know, I'm trying to make it as varied as possible within the limitations and stuff of what I can do. And if you guys have got requests, songs you'd like to hear played back, obviously, you know, I don't know them, please leave them down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to get them. I'm also making the song recorded demonstrations to validate what I'm saying to you guys in the reviews. Anybody can listen, form an opinion and create a review for a product, but in reality a microphone and a recording does not lie. It actually tells the truth. I'm hoping that what you're hearing is completely the same as what I'm saying in the reviews, and I actually think they are, and that is a really important thing, one of the main reasons why I make those videos. So I hope this is helping to clear up the reasons and the thought process and the motivation behind me making these videos for you. I just want to point out something I've started doing recently is, you know, creating a little introduction to these videos where I explain the system, I talk about what we're listening to, little changes, etc. Now I know that goes on because there's a lot to talk about, there's a lot to try and explain, and I talk literally as fast as I can. And I keep that same introduction for all the videos within a set series. Now that's part, you know, time saving, part laziness, but really it's actually so that if you watch one, make a note of the time, you don't have to watch anymore. You can just skip on to that exact time, and that is when the song is going to play. So you don't have to sit through 2 to 3 minutes of me waffling for every video. Just maybe sit there and watch it once, know what the system is, know what you're listening to, changes, etc. And then you can just skip that for all the songs that we do. And I'm trying to do a variety of music, a variety of styles, not necessarily all just kind of audio-filey sort of stuff. So again, I hope that's helped just clear things up. This video is not intended to offend anybody. You know, if you've left a comment asking these questions, I don't get offended. You know, I appreciate why you ask, and I can understand it probably seems a little bit left field because most people don't realise why I'm doing it, the effort and the attention to detail that I'm putting in to get really high quality recordings, and they are very good quality recordings. And I know that because I listened to the real thing, then I listened to the recording of it on a decent playback system, and it's pretty close. You know, obviously you can't get the full spatial imaging, you can't get the full, you know, width and depth and stuff of the music, but it's pretty close. And I know you can hear the differences between the different bits of kit. I know you can, because again, I've tested that out as well. I hope they're enjoyable because of the music. I hope they're helpful to people with the reviews, to line up demonstrations and stuff. I'd always suggest go and listen to things for yourself, of course, but hopefully they'll help you with that decision making process. I hope they're just fun and entertaining as well. That's really what it's all about. And please, yeah, just give them a chance, listen to them on something good, and I think you'll be surprised. A great way to compare one to the other is actually using our website. You go on the Pursuit of Perfect System website, you know, across the bottom here, you can go to the equipment demonstrations page and bring them all up, and maybe open the website up in several tabs of a browser, and you can literally go quick, listen to one video, listen to the next video, listen to one video, listen to the next video, and you can do quick comparisons like that. Then that library is going to grow over time, you know, and that'll be more useful to people over time. It's never going to replace going and have a demonstration yourself. It's never going to replace listening. It won't be the same as obviously coming sitting in our demo room and listening for yourself. But I'm just trying to get the next level over, trying to use the technology and the facilities we've got with this medium, which you don't have in a magazine or you don't have with a website. I personally think this is an edge. I personally think this can be a really useful tool for people if you give it a chance. So that's enough. If you are a skeptic and you go and give them a chance, let me know below what your thoughts are. But please give it a fair chance and then let me know below what your thoughts are. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm old enough and I'm ugly enough to take the criticism. It's absolutely fine. I just wanted to get it across what it's all about, and hopefully then people can use it for what it is. Thanks very much for your time. Take care.